Hi, I'm Mark from L&M Small Engine. Today we're working on a Ariens push mower. It's a mulch mow bag vac self-propelled lawnmower with the Tecumseh 5.5 horse. And the reason the customer brought this in is he noticed last fall he'd push the primer and start right up and mow, and towards the end of last year it took longer and longer to start. Then beginning of this year it was really hard to start, and now it don't start at all. And I see you put a new plug in it and stuff. So let's take this carburetor apart, see if it's that or spark, or figure out what's wrong with it. So hopefully you enjoy the video. Okay, let's pop the air filter cover off. These carburetors on these things are kind of unique. I'll show you when it pops off. It's the bottom part's all plastic, the top part's aluminum. The main problem with these kind of carburetors is the O-rings on the jet and everything. Everything in there is O-rings, and if the O-rings start leaking, then they start having problems. So hopefully that's what's wrong with this one. Okay, we got to take this cable off here. This is a flywheel brake cable. I'm going to squeeze these two ends and pop it out here. Then we got to take this plate off with 1/4 inch. Then we can get to the carburetor, and that looks like 7/16. It looks like. I worked on one of these lawnmowers in about 10 years. These motors, they are a good motor. It's just so complicated to get to the carburetor, but once you get to the carburetor, it's easy fixings. Alright, now it's popped in 2 screws. I'll take that plate off. I'm going to blow all this dirt off here and everything before we start taking that apart, because I don't want any of that dirt getting inside the intake on the motor. Primer looks good. And I believe we got a bolt way in the back. There's a bolt right back here, it looks like, for this. And I think that's a 3/8. I'm gonna need an extension for this because it's way back there. Oh, there we go. Now, there's a vent tube right here. We pop off. Where'd that bolt go? There it is. There's bolts way back here. Looks like they almost had this off because that gasket's underneath that nut there. And we gotta take this fuel line off. And the clamps broke on it. It only has the one side of it. But let's pop this off. This is a 5/16 or 8mm. Then we gotta unhook this governor rod up here. But I'm gonna blow some more, because that dirt's just caked up there. I gotta be really careful with this gasket, because I don't want to ruin it. Because I don't think I have any gaskets for these. Okay, here. Set that gasket right up there. We gotta get that fuel line unhooked. This bottom of this carburetor is plastic, so we gotta be careful. We gotta get a little bucket, put the gas in. Okay, now we gotta take the governor rod off. If that starter wasn't there, it'd pop right off. There we go. Ain't that a weird looking carburetor? Let me get it cleaned up and we'll tear it apart. Okay, kind of clean a lot of debris off of it. Yeah, I'm just a weird looking carburetor. But back in the day when Tecumseh was going really good, you could buy kits for these, and the kit came with the whole plastic bowl. Like the whole bottom piece. Well, that's pretty much it. But anyways, these O-rings, there's an O-ring here. Then we gotta take this screw out here, and there's a jet in there. There's an O-ring in there. We gotta replace some O-rings. That's what goes bad on these. With the main jet's under here. And don't lose this spring, because that goes down in here. And there's a spring in here. Here's your main jet right here. And there's a O-ring back in there. We need like a little screwdriver to dig it out. Here's that O-ring that goes in there. It's all flat and mushroomed out. And on his main jet, shoots out a nice bead, so there's nothing wrong with the jet. And just gently blow this bowl out here. Okay. And we got this O-ring here. Get that all nice and cleaned up. You can still buy O-ring kits for these, I believe. But if you get them, get the Tecumseh brand ones, the aftermarket ones. Ain't really no good, especially if people don't listen and just use ethanol anyway. The Tecumseh ones will take the ethanol a little bit better than the aftermarket ones. Let me go grab some new O-rings. That's all you really need, as long as you don't tear the gaskets. All you need is 2 O-rings for this carburetor. It's kind of crazy. Okay, here are the 2 new O-rings. Like I said, this was probably the first one I worked on like 10 years, but when I used to work on these Tecumseh with this carburetor a long time ago, I'd buy these O-rings in packs of like 20 or 30 or whatever. I still got a few left because there's not many of these Tecumsehs around anymore. Let's put the first O-ring on here. Just like that. And the second one, we got to put it in here, and you need a flashlight. Make sure you get in there straight so we can put that jet in there. Grab a flashlight. And use like a little pick or a little screwdriver. I got it sitting right in the bottom. Perfect. Okay, take our jet, stick it in there. Then when we screw this in, it presses that spring in, and it keeps that jet tight against that O-ring. Just like that. So we got that one in there. Okay, now we take this spring, stick that in there, put that in there like that. I guess it'll probably be easier if we put this on here first, because there's the pins for it. And it's like spring loaded. And there you go. That's pretty much all you gotta do to these doggone little carburetors. Look crazy. Crazy but simple. So I guess we can go ahead and put it back on the lawnmower now. First I gotta drain the gas and I gotta put a new fuel line on it because I tore the end of that clamp. That clamp was broke. I'm going to tear that much off the fuel line. The fuel line's all mushy and stuff from ethanol. So I'm going to drain the gas, put a new fuel line on, and we'll put the carburetor back on. Okay, drain the gas out, put a new fuel line on there. Let's get this carburetor on there. Like I said earlier, the motors without the starters on them are a lot easier putting this governor linkage on than the ones with the starters on them. There we go. Alright, let's put that fuel line on. Make sure the governor linkage is working properly. Now this is going to be tricky, keeping this gasket on straight. I'm putting this and by chance you do this and when we try to start, you push primer and it won't start, you're more likely to have to take this back off and line that gasket back up again. It's just one of them things, not the best ideal in the world. Now we got to put that back 3/8" bolt back in there. It's kind of a little trick you can use. Sometimes it works and sometimes it don't. But if you put just a little piece of plastic on your socket and push that in there, it kind of stays in there until you get everything all lined up. Like so. Then when I lose my socket in there, of course, grab a magnet. I don't know why they did stuff like that. There we go. Okay, now this plate. Like so. I got a new air filter for it. It's a Stens filter, 100-450. Alright, let me check the oil. Nice and clean oil. Alright, let's take it off the table, put some fresh fuel in there, and see what happens. Get some fresh premium gas put in that thing. And push the primer bulb like 3 to 5 times. Battery's dead. That was electric start, but the battery's dead. Just like new. Anyways, hope this video helps you out. Really appreciate you watching. If you like my videos, please press the like button and please subscribe. And you guys have a good afternoon.